The Intelligent Investor looked a summary for by the Benjamin Grahams and comments by the Jason. Intelligent Investor. The Intelligent Investors hashtag 2 minutes keep reading. Why the book is matter? The Intelligent Investors explain how to become the reliable investor of the stock market, including the methods of making the best investment for you. And the big takeaway: intelligent investors does not invest at their thinking about the investment through to the end. It is not about being the first investor, but it's talking making about investments that have the long-term payout. There are three of the critical factors that intelligent investors look. And the first, look at the company for the financial structure and how well the job and depth of the management job and thus and how often pay up a dividend. 3. And intelligent investors look at the past, not just for the present and the future. Knowing the history of the stock is one of the best ways to make of intelligent investment. And the stock and market is not about predictable, but it's look at the stock and market that complex person who has many mood and true of the feeling, and have the diverse investment of balance and another out. Look at us and you and values and you as popular. Just like you as invest and you as think about your children to be investor. So there are three ways of the parents can teach the children to be wise. So let the parents when you are teach your kid and to important the financial stuff like just saving and saving, and don't forget about investment too. About the tuition of the adult and with the kids saying that the parent taught them about the saving, but only 22% that is parent taught them about investment. According to the credit card and come service, and the site pull about 2,961 pounds parent with the children at about, and predict some survey and predict that pull about 2,964 parents with the children under 18. And talking with your kid about saving and not investing. It is about missing opportunity that a teen Roseman and analyst and creditcard.com and teaching your kid about investment and basic even though young of your young age or your age, and can set them to make smart money down and link and a policy of the IRA only understanding importance of investment and to retirement. To start, Roseman and success that show the kid and a comparison chart that illustrate that a way take of the saving investment and young age and remain of investment and your return. 1. And with the spending of earning the basics, the importance of young children to understand about the value of dollar before they are teach them to about investment. Say, and Douglas Benepart, the certificate of financials and planners of the founders of Downs Hill of New York City. Start with the basic of the city. He said that the money is earning by working, which then can be saving and spending or investment. Then you can explain about your kid and what will and expand and for example, if your internet connection with it because of you have to provide one children have the basic to understand about their easier time to scrapping and what it means that investment and partial others company and say earnings, spending and saving are the building block of the getting to the point where you can take the money of investing. To play game about the risk and reward. And discipline of investor is looking for the rewards over time rather than the make of the quick part and saving bony part. And he suggests that and playing game illustrate that a way of the reward of long term and tell your kid that you can the pitch of the candies and lunch time, or if they wait until their dinner they have to reserve to the piece of the candy. If you teach them the patience and they can earn to greater reward over time, and you can say that, and he can say that although he add a thing about 9 of 10 times they are say give is now. And typically You can take a years of the average and stock market and return almost 10%, which means that investors need to take long-term view and investment and up to down and show your kid and passion of your value investment and lesson of bond. You teach them about the passion and can earn on your greater and reward over time. And the great investment portfolio and tracking portfolios can easy to spend the door and conversation about what is meaning that the stock rise and fell and how the impact of your individual investment and endorsement said it is something your kid and can enjoy even of your age and your community academies. The Intelligent Investor book summary. Ready to learn about the most important case from the intelligent investors and less than 2 minutes keep reading. Why this book so matter? The intelligent investors explain how to become the reliable investor for the stock market, including method for making and the best investment for you. And the big takeaway, and intelligent investors does not invest and they are thinking they invest through to the end. If it's not about the being an investor, it's about investment that you have a long-term payout. Two, there are three critical factors that intelligent investor look at the company, the financial structures, and how they are well do job and their management tasks, and how often pay up dividend. The intelligent investor look for the past or not just in the present and the future. Knowing the factory of the stock, one of the best ways to make the intelligent investor. The stock market is not appropriate. Look at the stock market as a complex person has the merit of the mood and throughout of the feeling. Have the drivers, divers. Investor have balance.